what's up out there? Welcome to the Sports Nuts Show. Last minute betting with the Sports Nuts, your quick fix for betting sports. Brought to you by OddsJam. And don't forget, folks, I got the Bet, MGM, and PointsBet links below. If you do not have those books, get there. And it would be a favor to me and Mike for you to do that. Click those links and use those links. It would help us out. Also, Underdog Fantasy and Thrive Fantasy, which we'll look at here in a little bit. Like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel. This particular one, OddsJam live streams, Bob and Mike. We're taking over. All right? Let's keep going. Let's keep rocking and rolling. We're ready. I'm ready to talk about positive EV and making money betting by Mike and I and our handicapping. You know, handicapping is a big, important part of what we do. We like to think that we know something about sports, and we kind of do. But before we go any further, Mike, I must share my screen. And we got to find out whether Atlanta owns the tiebreaker.
They do.
Okay.
Yes.
That is why the number right now for the Braves to win the East Division is minus 5,000. And just recently, we got it for plus 290 and plus 310. And we had some people that follow us on the show that tailed it, and they're going to make money just like we are, Mike.
Yeah, big series for the Braves. We talked about it, how important it was. I said I thought that the Braves really had the edge in this series going into it. And once again, they are one of the hottest teams that we've seen in all of baseball since, around the 1st of June. It just really hasn't slowed up for them. They've erased, a 10.5 game deficit that they were down, just unbelievable stuff. And at that number, I thought that was crazy. We were able to get it for that. That's pretty, I know that it was a long shot. The Braves were going to sweep the Mets, but in all honesty, I thought it was there for the taking heading into it. So
isn't it amazing that a team that strikes out as much as they do continues to be able to grind it out offensively? All right, Craig Robinson, my guys, and Steven. That's a howdy, gentlemen. Hello to both of you guys.
How are you both doing?
Thanks for joining us. So, yeah, the Braves, man, I'm telling you. And still we're trying to figure out when Aaron Judge is going to hit number 62. Well, let me tell you something, all right?
I gave up on that.
Okay. I put $25 on his hitting number 61 at plus 280. I've only been making $5 bets on 62. So I'm way ahead.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm gonna put another $5 tonight. Plus 265 on FanDuel.
Judge home run down to plus 265 on FanDuel and WinBet. Yeah, I think it's gonna happen. Obviously, unfortunately, it didn't get to happen at home like we kind of maybe thought it really should have. I think if you really think about it. I mean, I'm not a Yankees fan, but if I were, I would have loved for him to have done that at home. So it is what it is there, but I do think eventually he gets it. Yes.
Yeah, he's got 4 games to do it in.
Yeah, but tonight Perez is pretty tough. I don't know if tonight's the night. I would have to look ahead and see what the pitching matchup is tomorrow. Howard going for the Rangers tomorrow. That's a guy that maybe you'd think it would happen against, but who knows? If you've made profit off of it and been betting it here and there, like Bob did on the 61, I would say go for a sprinkle a little bit on it tonight, I guess, but not too much.
Check out Craig Robinson. I found you guys. I asked Alex where y'all been. He sent me in the right direction.
Awesome, Craig. Thank you for joining us, and we'll tell Alex thank you as well for passing you along and guiding you to us.
Cooper Kupp anytime TD boosted to plus 150 on DK. And we have both the Mets and the Dodgers on the run line from this morning, Craig, from the morning coffee show. So there you go.
Yeah, and I would also, you would have to take a look at teams tonight that are really have something to play for. I mean, the Phillies right now. I got to be honest with you, Bob. I know Verlander is pitching for them. That is a little worrisome, but yeah, I'm passing on the Phillies tonight.
Okay,
I'll pass on the Phillies tonight.
Before we go any further, I just have to say one thing. Yesterday, and you guys know I'm a St. Louis Cardinals fan. We don't just talk Cardinals here. You know, we talk all kinds of stuff. But they had the ceremony for Yachty and Albert, and it was fantastic. And I got to tell you this. First of all, Albert came up with the bases loaded, drove in 2 runs in the first inning. Wound up moving over on a sacrifice fly, and Yadier Molina drove him in with a sacrifice fly. And are you ready for this? That sacrifice fly, Molina and Pujols had been in a tie for the most sacrifice flies ever in Cardinal history, and Yachty now is 1 up on Albert in sacrifice flies. On top of that, Albert hit his 702nd home run, and with that home run has tied Babe Ruth for the second most RBIs in the history of the game.
That's unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable. No doubt about it. And boy, who would have thought coming into the year that Albert Pujols would be a legitimate problem come playoff time and worry, because he is right now heading into the playoffs. If you look at the Cardinals lineup, I would say I'm more afraid of Albert than Paul Goldschmidt right now, Bob, and that's that's your MVP. So that's a legit problem. But let's get into this Monday night game, Bob, on the Positive EV page and see what we got.
What's up, boys? From Jordan. Was the Dodgers run line earlier minus 2.5 plus 100 on only one book? Bet Rivers minus money everywhere else. It was minus this morning, but not as bad as it is now. And it was 1.5 this morning. And there is Jacob Trainer. He's reporting for duty, Mike.
Nice. Jacob Trainer in the building. Yeah, we're looking here. Looking for some plays right now on this Monday night game. The only one that comes up is Jimmy Garoppolo over 230.5 player passing yards. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, I'm staying away from Jimmy. I did take him on his under passing completions. So that kind of worries me taking this, because then I'm on his over in passing yards, but I'm on his under in passing completions. So, but if you really look at this play, plus 104 is the play on Caesars right now. It looks like Pinnacle prices this pretty even at minus 116 on the over and minus 114 on the under. And then DraftKings is even at minus 115. So real good line discrepancy on this play. I think what I'll do is I will go hit that because I like the plus 104. And I also like maybe sprinkling on, not even a half a unit, but my half a unit would be $25. I will do, let's see what it recommends me to put 25 on it. I'm going to put 25 on it. I'm going to do what it recommends me to do because I got 50 on the other one. So,
okay. Scroll up, and there is another play or there was another play for today.
Yes. Oh, yeah, here it is. Yeah. I must have skipped that one.
Skowronek.
Yeah, Bob, leading receiver for them last game. I think he could be trending in the right direction here to get some targets. 29.5 is a very low number. And if you really look, Bob, at all the books, a little bit more juiced on that over for all these books. So looks like we're on the good side of it, and plus 102 is a lot better odds than what you would get on DraftKings at minus 120 or minus 115 on BetMGM or even minus 110 on FanDuel. So Pinnacle gives us kind of our indication what side we want to be on, and the other books kind of follow suit with Pinnacle. minus 118, a little juiced on the over, and on the under, minus 112. So the fact that Caesars has this under so juiced, nowhere else is doing that. So very, very good line discrepancy here. And Bob, we're over 50% on our win probability. I like this bet. It is recommending I put 30 on it, but I am actually putting a full unit on it because that's what I've been doing.
Okay. All right. I like it. I like it. I'd like to share my screen here real quick.
If you don't mind. I go to my bet tracker real quick.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Sure.
Let me do that. I'm going to show you here. These are all plays. Those were a couple of plays that I hit that were normal bets. But here we go. Lots of green you're going to see here. These these positive EV recommended filter bets in the NFL have been dynamite. Look at all these, Bob.
Yeah.
3 losses in a row there. We had one that the Bills, that one they ended up winning by 3. So we broke even there. But I actually got the 49ers here on the money line. And then I also, Bob, have the under 20.5 and under 21 for the first half total points in this game. I got really good value on those two on the Niners money line. Better value right now you can get it for.
Another morning coffee play. Jacob Trainer, we hit that one this morning.
Yeah, Bob. Yeah, I like that one. I do. So yeah, those are the recommended filters that I've been hitting, doing pretty good. And that's all I got, Bobby.
All right. I'm going to take over here. I just want to tell you right now what Jordan Thackeray said. Skowronek could be sneaky for anytime TD. They line him up all over. Any underdog or prize pick EV plays. Okay.
Let's look when you share, Bob.
I'm pulling up my underdog app right now as we speak because I want to look at a couple of plays. Now, remember one thing, all right? The numbers are a little different in these fantasy apps. So here we have Skowronek at 30.5 receiving yards instead of the 29.5. I really like him to go over anyway. And I want to show you how this works, folks. First off, we have the links for Underdog and Thrive Fantasy below, BetMGM and PointsBet. Okay. There's bonuses to be had there. But on the fantasy apps, it's up to $100 deposit match. Well, let me show you how this works. I'm actually going to make 2 plays, Mike. Let's do the Skowronek play. And do you like Cooper Kupp? This is a cool thing that they do. 17.45 fantasy points, over or under. Or
Bob, I'm looking on the positive EV page now to see if I can find one. We did ask for prize picks though, Bob. I actually like Johnny Cueto on his over 4.5 strikeouts.
Okay.
On prize picks.
Okay. All right. I don't have prize picks pulled up here.
No, that's all right. But for Carson, any underdog or prize picks, EV plays.
Right.
Yes, I'm going to go with Johnny Cueto over 4.5 player strikeouts.
Okay.
I like that play.
Okay. All right. What do you think of a Garoppolo interception tonight?
Oh, man. I mean, definitely possible, but not sure I like that.
All right. Let me ask you this. What do you think of Debo with over 30.5 rushing yards?
I really don't care for that one either, Bob. I got to be honest with you.
Okay, so you like under?
I would take under. I mean,
all right, let's do it.
I mean,
just for the heck of it, we're going to throw this up here. All right. So we have 2 plays. When you make 2 plays in underdog, it goes 3 times whatever your bet is. If we make a 4th play, and we're just going to do this for the heck of it, it now becomes 6 times. And I'm not betting all these, okay? I'm just clicking. If we go 4 picks, and you get them all right, it's 10 times. And then 5 picks is 20 times your bet amount. That is how underdog works. All right.
Bob, I'll give one more Prize Picks play that I like.
Okay, go ahead.
And it's a positive EV play, and it's on an NRFI and the Giants Padres game. I really like that bet. I think the pitching matchup favors that. So I will go with that for a Prize Picks play that I like as well. 2 MLB plays that I really liked.
Okay. All right. Let me go back to share my screen here.
Again, huh? Why'd you stop sharing it?
So you could talk. Here we go. So let me refresh. I have the recommended filters clicked on here, and basically what we're down to right now is the Skowronek and the Garoppolo play, which changes quickly, folks. It changes quickly. All right, let's take the recommended filters off, and just for the heck of it, let's look at, you know what, Mike? Let's look at player props. Since we're into this right now, let's click the sport off and just click in football. And let's, of course, do the league as the NFL. Let's click all of them off, select all. Let's just do NFL. We got today's date. And here are some more plays that could come our way. Mike, Cam Akers, over 5.5 receiving yards. Do you like it or not? I mean, it's basically one catch, for 6 yards, and he's got it.
Yeah, I mean, I would go with that. I mean, that's pretty good one. I'd like to see what we got line wise on all the books there, Bob. But
okay, I'll do that for you. Bear with me. Let's take a look at it.
Okay. Yeah, I like that play a lot.
Yeah, the -122 on the other side. -122 is what the pinnacle line is.
Yeah.
You get it for +100. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that play. I'd like that play a lot now, especially. So, yeah, I would take that. So, I would probably say that player receptions one. What's the value on that?
Oh, you're probably talking pretty big value. +154. Jeez. Pinnacle line, it's +178. And look at the other side.
Yeah, maybe stay away from that one.
Okay. All right. I got you. What about now? We have Jeff Wilson under 1.5 player receptions, but over 10.5. And this is on Thrive Fantasy, over 10.5 player receiving yards. I mean, I think if he gets over 10.5, that probably he's going to have over 1.5 receptions. What do you think?
Very, very possible. So, again, probably a play I'm going to stay away from right now, just because. I
like the receiving yards, though.
Yeah, I think I'd go with I would go with that one on Thrive. Obviously,
right.
That would be one you would look at.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So these fantasy apps, you got to make multiple plays, and Thrive once again is doing the first deposit match up to $100. And don't forget, we have the BetMGM and the PointsBet link there too. Scotty Corwell over the weekend got into this, and he's helping us out. It helps me and Mike out if you guys sign up with those links in the description below. Okay. I just want to let you guys know right now that I did a video earlier today on the UCF and SMU game. Go watch that on our channel here. And I took Akers on FanDuel over 5.5 player receiving yards, and Jeff Wilson over 10.5 receiving yards. In the meantime, we got all kinds of plays. And yeah, there's a lot of green here too, Mike. So just for the hell of it, let me show you where I'm at. Mike, you're not going to believe this. Take a look. Last week was the best week I've ever had.
Nice.
Out of
like
the last,
a
lot of the last 22 weeks, folks, I've only had 2 down weeks. So, and I'm going to tell you this right now, Mike. Remember people saying you can't make money betting baseball? Well, you sure as hell proved them wrong, and I think I have too. Baseball is number 2 in profit for me.
Yeah,
a lot of that has to do with what we're doing on all these shows together and apart, and what our people on the morning coffee show do with us. So cheers to you guys. Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Yep, Bob, I got to say, heading into this game, couple of anytime touchdown scorer opportunities. I did a video. I'm on the tight ends because of the fact that Higbee has 4 touchdowns in 12 games against the 49ers. And then I look at Kittle. He's got to be targeted more. You got to start getting him the ball. He's got 6 touchdowns in 10 career games against the Rams. So definitely the tight ends have come to play in these Niners-Rams games. And the Niners have played well against the Rams. I think there's value there to take them on the money line. The Rams are playing their second game in a row on the road against a division opponent. The Niners are coming off of a bad primetime loss, but the Rams are ranked 25th in total yards on offense. The Niners have arguably one of the best defenses. They only allow 12.3 points per game, Bob. They only allow 227 yards per game. I mean, I think this is a great spot at home for the 49ers to really capitalize.
Okay. Well, there's a revenge factor in there too.
100%.
That they know that
yeah,
they
yes, that is very true. Yes, that's very true. The Niners got to have some revenge on their minds from that NFC championship game that likely got away from them. I mean, I give credit to the Rams, no doubt about it, but the Niners really let that one slip away. I think that then they definitely missed a great once in a lifetime type of opportunity, but is what it is. We'll see what happens. But I think that's all I've got right now, Bob.
There's a reason I won't jump on the Niners.
Oh my gosh.
Are you ready?
Okay.
It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
I realize that, but they are better with Garoppolo than Trey Lance, and I know that they didn't look too good offensively this last Monday night game against Denver. But Bob, don't you expect them to bounce back? I mean, usually you can bet that a good, solid team will bounce back. Garoppolo's not great, but I think he'll have an efficient game tonight. I think they'll have success running the football. And don't forget, the Rams have been turning the ball over a little bit. So
you know what I want to know? I want to know how in the hell Seattle scored 48 points.
I know I had a positive EV bet on that Seahawks Lions game. And it was the Seattle Seahawks first half plus 3.5 first half point spread. And it was that video that had about 14K views. And everybody told me how the Lions were going to smoke the Seahawks and how crazy I was. Well,
go check him out on TikTok. Mike Elite Bets.
Positive EV bet came through.